I decide that everything he says to me, I'm going to say yes. It's 11 o'clock at night, East Coast time. That's important, so remember that, 11 o'clock at night, East Coast time. I'm lying down and my phone rings. So I pick up the phone, answer the phone, hey, who is this? Kind of, groggy, still sleeping. And this guy says, asks to speak to me, asks for me by name. And I said, yes, who is this? And then he begins to start talking about some program, right? And so I stop him and I'm saying, wait, tell me something. Do you know what, where are you located? And he says, I'm located in New York. So, again, I look at my phone and I see that it's 11 p.m. at night. So I'm like, do you know where I'm located? He says, yeah, you're in Florida. I said, okay, where are you located? He's like, I'm in New York. So now I'm thinking to myself, if he was in California, it's 8 p.m. and he's thinking I'm in California, then calling someone at 8 o'clock, bad and not so bad. Calling someone at 11 o'clock at night, it's ridiculous. So I get up and I say to him, hold on 1 second. And I, put the phone down, go to the bathroom, wash my face, and I get back up. So I start to listen to him now. And I said, okay, what's the deal? He's starting to talk to me about some real estate coaching and some course. So I purchased something, and these things, when you purchase something, sometimes you end up going on one list, and then you end up on, various different lists. And so this guy called me. And so I go through and I started to talk to him. He's asking me questions about, finances and, would I like to make money and am I interested in real estate? So I decide that everything he says to me, I'm going to say yes, right? So it's like, okay, are you interested in real estate? Yeah, of course. I'm definitely interested in real estate. Do you think that's a good way to make money? Well, it's like, yeah, you have the richest people in real estate. And I'm enthusiastically with him, like, yep. And so I get up now, I go over because I have a home office. So I get up out to my bed and I walk over to my home office and he's talking and he's going through his pitch. And I'm right there with him. I'm, adding stories, I'm doing stuff like that, and I'm right there with him. And everything that he adds, I stop and ask a question. So he may say, okay, well, are you interested in coaching? I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in coaching. But explain to me, how does the coaching work? Like, what's the setup? And I'll ask detailed questions. I end up talking to this guy until 1 a.m. in the morning, right? Now this guy is making his pitch the whole time and I'm enthusiastic, asking him questions and everything. So I'm talking to this guy for nearly 2 hours now, right? I'm saying yes all the way, yes, asking questions, yes. So he gets to the point now where he's ready to say, are you in, right? Because he says, do you have $10,000 to invest in, or how much do you have to invest in your future, whatever it was. Basically, he wanted to know, do I have $10,000 can purchase coaching? And I'm like, who doesn't have $10,000 to purchase coaching, right? I'm just enthusiastic, right? So he gets to the point now where he says, okay, do you want to pay a check or card? And I pay for what? And he's like, the coaching is $10,000. I'm like, look, I have no intention of buying this coaching, right? And he's like, I don't understand. You said to me that, you had the money, you're enthusiastic, and you're all of these things. So I say to him, yeah, I have the money, and I like coaching, I like all those things. I'm certainly not going to buy the coaching from you. So he starts to get flustered, and he's like, yeah, but why? You just said. I said, well, the way I see it, the first thing I asked you when, initially you called, I asked you, where do you think I'm located? You said Florida, so you knew I was in Florida. I then asked you, where are you located? You're in New York. So you know that we're both on the same time zone. For you to call me at 11 p.m. at night to try pitch some product, it's outrageous. And so I decided that, look, if I waste the rest of your night, you can't call anybody else. He was pissed. He was pissed. Like, he gets into this tirade, he's told me every, the bleep, and he just goes off and I'm there just calm, saying to myself, Well, guess what? I'm not against you making cold calls, right? But you have to be reasonable. You call somebody at a reasonable hour. You don't call me and then wake me up. It's ridiculous. And so, oddly enough, I thought that it ended there. So I hang up the phone. I mean, again, cursing, whatever. Maybe a day or two later, at about 3 p.m., so at a reasonable hour, I get another call. And, the person, I say, hello. And the guy says, asks for me again. And he says, yes, I'm, whatever, John Brown's, whatever the guy's name was, I'm his supervisor. And I just want to apologize. It seemed like you were interested there for a minute. And, the call kind of went south and blah, blah, blah. And I explained to the supervisor, I said, look, you have this guy call me at 11 o'clock at night, okay? There has to be some law against that. You can't do that. So, I decided that if you're going to call me at 11 o'clock at night, cold call from a program I never bought, I'm going to waste your time because, I'm affiliate marketing. I don't have anything to do this. It's not like I'm waking up tomorrow morning to go do something. I work from home. So, if I have to spend 2 hours, I waste your time. So you don't wake up some poor sap who has to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning to go take, a train or whatever to get to work and work hard all day. If I have to, spend 2 hours and waste his time, then so be it. So